kind of minor thing there. Using Amrita and Zera so we can keep going. Don't have to cut this trip short, because I don't like cutting trips short. In addition, we're going to be able to get more Amrita soon anyway, so I figure, well, we're about to get more anyway. Oh, I've already attracted his attention? Seriously? I don't remember there's a shortcut along the bottom of this, but we're going to find out later. Right now, I'm getting chased. And you just kind of do the same thing. You distract him, go around. Shout shenanigans as you walk past him. Kind of, you know, that kind of thing. Yeah, there is a little corridor over up here. As I said, the game likes taking up space like that. What else? Wall next to me. Square figure in front of me. Kind of something like this. Another outlet next to the... What's with the outlets always being next to the trees? Oh hey, look, a shortcut. This is so we can get back early. I'll enable it when that FOE decides it doesn't want to be my, enemy anymore. Whenever he's gonna decide that. No, he still hates my guts. He's still going after me. I don't know when he stops. I think he may have just stopped. Maybe. Long quarter that way, and we have another long quarter this way. We can, as I said, kind of auto-map this since we can see. Boom, long quarter. Well, let's investigate the long quarter and see if it's a dead end or not, because I don't remember anything. No, it has a mine point on it, and we already mined today, so that's not going to do us any good. Typically, most of the time, the first point you meet is the good point. There's a few exceptions. Cross slash, attack, charge tactic, attack, attack, attack. Miss, Volt Star, and attack. Very basic stuff. This guy's not hard. During this stratum, if you're using a mage, try starting getting used to using stars every turn and every time you can. Don't be afraid to use your magic anymore. Conservatism is not as necessary now. Also, this half the reason I'm getting the items at the rate I am is because Vincent is an amazing person who has Waste Not at 5. In case you're wondering, like, hey, I don't get his items that often. You got his Jutting Tusk twice. For me, that's like once in a blue moon. Yeah, don't worry too much about that. That's just my Waste Not being amazing. It's half the reason I got Waste Not, just to make this a little bit easier for the LP on getting items. What else? LP playthrough, walkthrough, what have you. All the as I said before, guys, I know I've just said this just earlier, but I want to emphasize, anything you know about the enemies that I did not mention it in the comments, and I might spout that information out to the viewers, and it's important to Etrian Odyssey players know exactly what they're capable of, and exactly what weaknesses are, how good strategies against certain enemies, any information you can help give, because there's very, very few walkthroughs of this game. Any information you can give is an amazing, amazing thing. So, please do help. And I just grant Kiara some firearms. Coral, I believe, is just weak to fire. Let's check that. No, he's not weak to fire. What are you weak to? Ay, ay, ay. Kiera, I'm sorry. I know I just granted you firearms, so you're gonna have to attack this turn. I don't know. I don't exactly remember. Wait a second. It's weak to ice, isn't it? It's weak to ice. Thinking a sea stratum that an ice weakness would be rare, but apparently the coral has it. We'll have Kiara kill that red starfish. Because she has the firearms right now, I believe. Yeah, she does. Firearm. As I said, the firearms will grant her fire ability, so she will be able to get the death bones from her. So, if you have a prince/princess with the arms, that helps get these items. I don't think the coral drops its item from killing with its weakness. We're gonna have to. Oops. That was backwards. Must have not been paying attention. Oh well. Can't win them all. Okay, so we killed the hungry coral. While continuing your journey through the blue forest. I see red coral. She notices you and walks over with a smile. Hello, Hypatia. It's good to see you again. Whoops. Good to see you again. Thanks for what you did for us in this first stratum. The girl curtsies differentially. I know this word. Differentially. But her countenance is gloomy and she is absent-minded. She seems absent-minded. I know all of these words, so there is no long words count right here. You're curious as to what could be causing her odd mood, but you're not sure what to play if it's your place to ask. Ask what happened. The girl smiles at your considerateness and responds, "Is that a word? I'm not sure why it is, but I have a terrible fear of these clear blue halls. Some explorer I am, eh?" The girl mutters sadly to herself. The girl seems quite forlorn. You're not sure if it's better to comfort her or leave her be. What are you afraid of? You have the options of any of these things. You can keep talking to her and see what she says during each one. You should turn back now. The girl is frightened of the labyrinth. You muse it would be impossible for her to survive if you tell her so, and she nods in response. You're right, I understand. I've often thought so myself, but the girl nods deeply at your words in caution, but wears a troubled look as she continues. If I'm not with Agata, he'll try to face the labyrinth alone. That is why I... After the nearly whispered words, Hypatia curtly thanks you for the advice. I do realize the danger. I'll think about it some more. The girl apologizes again for troubling you in such a trivial matter. If you have more to say to her, it may be a time to be on your way. And then you can ask the other question. I'm not going to. Decided to leave her alone, and we're gonna go. We dive deeper into the subplot. Hurrah! And the Marutsumi Guild subplot will deepen. Trust me. It goes deeper. And we'll get more on that when it comes. Because you remember in the first round I was kind of nonchalant about it. It's like, hey, look, a subplot. Don't tell me I just got his attention. Oh, man. Didn't want to do that. Well, I'll get to this, I guess. Yeah, I wanted to talk to Agata first. He's over this way. But I guess we'll go around the FOE. Also, these, since I'm doing a single session for this little run here, I'm going to be splitting it up at certain parts. So if you're already watching the second episode into this stratum, that's why. We don't want to waste too much time here. Just get out. Yeah, if an FOE is chasing you, you should not really take chances with fights unless you are absolutely sure you can kill the enemies in a set before the FOE can reach you. And I guarantee you that's not usually what happens, and your luck will fumble, and then shit happens. And shit happens a lot. Let's see. Up. That's wrong. There's a shortcut at the other end of this, and this is important for a quest you can get on for this floor. And that's why I'm not going to touch down on the next floor immediately. You come in here, we're going to be back in here later for the quest's sake, but for right now we're just coming in here to get the treasures available. I believe you can... No, you can't even examine this spot. This is the spot where you find that stuff that the astrologer was looking for. Here, have some treasure. Here, have a high on net fight I'm going to cut. Alright, and we get Blinding Dagger, and there could be. Okay, useful information about the Blinding Dagger is that it actually is helpful on the stratum for any Zodiac user or farmer that hasn't gotten the better equipment yet. That's why I'm going to go to the equip screen right here, give Vincent this, because his main got chased, can be pretty useless anyway. Is that if you blind starfish, their attacks will miss like crazy. Starfish are exceptionally weak to attacks that blind them. Also, I'm going to go back that way. First, I'm going to wait for the FOE to be in a different... This is not a good place to stand, so I'm going to try to make this as fast as possible. Ooh boy. I took charge. As I said, this is not a good place to stand. I believe the FOE will still be able to see me. That's what I'm afraid of. We're gonna have to see if he sees me or not. He hasn't seen me yet, but that doesn't mean he won't. Amna, you finished that off. The rest of you guys start attacking the left coral. Sarah, you Ice Star and severely weaken or kill the right coral, and you try to blind him. 492. Okay, I'll take it. Blinded him. And we finished that fight. Is the FOE out to kill me? Yes, he is. Darn it. Monarch March will heal that. Well, What? Whoa. Okay. Sorry, for stepping on your land and doing stuff, FOE. I'm gonna go this way. Go over here and get the shortcut. We're gonna go to the left in a later episode. For now, we're going to go this way. Because since we're not exactly done, I don't remember when the bar removes quests for certain floors, but I'm gonna grab the quests and do them before I advance. Is he still after me? I can't tell. Also, Zera's out of TP, so I'm gonna have to use Gandra's amazing freeze arms ability in order to help get me some stuff. Let's start weakening stuff. You can give freeze arms to Kiera because she's decently fast. I just have to make sure I kill it with it. There's that foul spiel I was talking about. Blind and paralysis. May as well give freeze arms to Amina too, even though she's blind at the moment. Use your elemental skills to save my face. This is getting annoying. Why is this not row refresh yet? Attack. Is he... Wait, is the FOE still after my guts? Oh, and a confused Zera killed something that I meant to kill with someone else. That's fantastic, game. I'm hitting the auto button. It doesn't look like the FOE's after my guts anymore. I'm gonna stop the auto here. Actually, yeah. You attack. You firearms. You defend. Defend. I want some money out of this trip. You gotta believe me on that. And yeah, it's rear by bone. Sweet. Let's move on. Ah, yes, the fabled hidden treasure room that is blatantly visible. May as well visit it. Yep, treasure room. Complete and total treasure room. One requires a sun key, the others don't. Sun key is once again an item that we'll get much later for those of you just joining in. Let's see. Nectar 2. Sleep gas. Interesting. Hello, high on up. We blinded him, sweet. Didn't stop him from missing his attack. Yeah, as you can see, a blind enemy is an enemy that doesn't hit you nearly as often. Yeah, he's still hitting me. He may have recovered from his blindness. In which case, I better step off the auto button. Because I always seem to be more careless and hit that auto button before I should. Also, future high-on-up fights I'm probably going to cut out, because now we've seen plenty of them. And until he's grouped in with something else, we're not really going to show that off. Let's see. And this will provide that link. We didn't exactly finish exploring the corridor to the right of us either. So let's do that. Down here's a treasure, I think. Once again, using the knowledge I've given you earlier, you can kind of guess how the map's going to go just by looking at everything else around it. And we have an ice jar. Oh, another thing my healer can use to actually kind of deal damage. Also, why is there no wall between the shortcut and the mine point? That's everything for this first trip. Okay, Vincent, take us home. I'm going to, like... No, I'll just keep going. I'm not going to try to make these hours long, but of course that's why I said I'm going to cut them up. Chop them up. Sell the ebony livers, flawless shell, perlite, Getting lots of new items, but they're not telling me. It's not telling me what they are. Jet giving me more new items. Sea Beast is giving me half armor. Medicas. Shell Pieces giving me Kazak. Coral Arms giving me Scorpion. Red Cores, I'm getting Stalk. Yes, there's Stalk Cutter. Spherical Bones giving me the Meteor Hammer and the Coin Loafers. I never use the Cartography hood. It just gives too few defense and doesn't give really good stat. And we'll shave off that Gaucher. Okay, what's new? In order for this, we need 5 more Abyssal Twigs, and it's an extremely good sword. Hunting Sword, it's slightly better than the Palish, but I don't feel like messing with it, because it's a bit expensive. That's also slightly stronger, but not strong enough to catch my interest. Saw Cutter is amazing, you have it. And okay, on the armor side, we got half armor. Barely better than Light Rika. 66 to 78. That's a good jump. I'll take it. Same for you. And Kazak's better. Not lowering anything. May as well. Okay, Coin Loafers. Not better. It's slightly better than the Purple Leggings, but I like the Purple Leggings for the TP boost. Okay, that's it for that. Any new accessories I should be aware of? No. Items? No. Alright. Sweet. Shopping trip over. Let's